Welcome in, Vikings fans. The NBA trade deadline has come and gone, and while there will be no new additions to the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Vikings decided to participate in a trade today to steal the NBA's thunder, and they will be addressing the offensive line finally, not through free agency, but via trade with the Arizona Cardinals. So the newest member of the team is Mason Cole, a center that has played for the Cardinals for 3 seasons, and he comes over looking probably to compete for the open spot at the left guard position. So the trade details are as follows. The Vikings are trading a 6th-rounder, which is 223 overall, to the Cardinals for Mason Cole. He is a 24-year-old former 3rd-round pick who played center last year and most of 2018. He had 200 snaps at the guard position in 2019 with a 63.6 pass blocking grade. We'll get to more of those rankings in a minute here. His contract calls for $2.15 million, so that budgeted with the Amir Abdullah signing from yesterday, which we have the details on that contract. It is a 1-year veteran minimum for $990K. Those two together with everything today brings the Vikings salary cap available space to $8.5 million. So we still have room to do something else with the safety position, left tackle, whatever it may be. Mason Cole is another name that I don't think anybody really anticipated being an option for the Minnesota Vikings. This comes out of left field almost. The Vikings did make an offer reportedly to Nick Easton to try to bring him back, but apparently the offer wasn't up to snuff and Easton said no. So I feels like this was plan B to plan B to plan C to plan D, right? Yes, the remaining free agents at the guard/interior offensive line position aren't that great. You're going to be, scraping the bottom of the barrel with the Austin Blythes of the world and the John Carpenters and the Forrest Lamps. Probably still could come up with a Forrest Lamp signing here in the next day or two. It wouldn't surprise me. Mostly because Mason Cole has been pretty average, pretty meh his entire career since he was drafted in the 3rd round. We'll get to his rankings here. For last year, he ranked 31 out of 36 centers according to PFF. So that's pretty low. And for context, Garrett Bradbury ranks 25th out of all centers last year, graded by PFF. So he was worse at the position that he's supposed to play than Garrett Bradbury. The interesting thing comes along for Mason Cole in his pass protection and his run blocking when you look at the 2 different years, 2020 and 2019. So for 2020, he had a 54.4 overall grade, 46.1 pass blocking, 62.9 in the run blocking department. That's probably what the Vikings are looking at because they're just excited about offensive linemen that can run block. But in 2019, where he played 200 snaps at the guard position, that was his utility there. He graded at 58.4 overall with a 63.3 pass blocking grade, which is very interesting, and a 59.9 or 59.1 run blocking grade. So if you look at his snaps in the guard position compared to a full year at center in 2020, if they're looking to move him to left guard and to compete with whoever else they may bring in, whether it's a draft pick or another free agent, to compete for that guard position, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what he ends up doing. If worst case scenario, he's Brett Jones. And I got to ask, what does this team not see in Brett Jones where you could have just kept Brett Jones and not traded a 6th-round pick for Mason Cole? Ideally, in another video that I'm going to upload after this, you're not spending a lot of draft capital at the end of day 3 on offensive linemen and hoping to pan them out, because I just went over Rick Spielman's draft history, which we'll see in the upcoming video. He doesn't have a good a hit rate when it comes to trying to do that. But still, at the same time, Brett Jones never really got a fair shake in Minnesota, and he never really got a fair shake at the guard position. They were only interested in him being a backup center, and it looks like they just traded for his replacement. Because, in my honest opinion, if we go into the season with Mason Cole starting on left guard, we may not have solved all of our problems at the offensive line. So this move is really just kind of, it's not really an upgrade. It's not really a downgrade because, like we've been saying, anything is better than Dakota Dozier, but it's not an upgrade. This is like, we're just kind of plateaued. We're happy with mediocrity at the left guard position. His splits from 2019 look good. If we get the 2019 version over a full 16 game season, well, 17 game season this year, out of Mason Cole, maybe he's worth it. I don't know. But it just feels like this might be another backup option, a swing interior offensive lineman that plays out of position and doesn't really fit anywhere. But the Vikings are too stubborn to try to realize what they have in guys like Brett Jones, who is now gone, and I don't think will be coming back now because of this. Maybe the struggles that we had last year will just continue. But that is the news of the day, and I think somebody else said it best. Best case scenario, he's Brett Jones. Worst case scenario, he's Brett Jones. And that doesn't inspire a whole lot of confidence, but at least they are addressing the offensive line, which is more than what we could have said about this team up until this point. So we finally have a new player on the offensive line. It is Mason Cole, former center from the Arizona Cardinals, traded for a 6th-round pick, which is 223 overall. Let me know what you think of this transaction in the comments below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you not care? Do you think we still need to address the position in free agency? Remember, not a lot of good names left out there unless you want to start Forrest Lamp or Austin Blythe at the guard position next season. So let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.